Okay, I'm going to show you how to set up your ICOM IC-7300 to LinuxMint with a USB cable. I am hooked up and ready to run a program called WSJT, which is a very popular program for FT8 communications. And I just want to show you what happens here. I'm in the red. And this is after a clean installation of LinuxMint 22. So it tells me there's a rig control error. That's the right rig. That's the right USB port. That's the right baud rate. That's the right push to talk method. My audio, these are the right input and output devices. And if I hit OK, and I am connected with a USB cable, it just keeps coming back and telling me that there's a rig control error. And this would kind of do the same thing if I was using FLDigi or one of the other digital programs here. So let me show you how to get around that in case you've ever encountered that. I'm going to type ID, enter, and this is me, UID 1000 John, and these are all the groups I belong to. Now, one of the groups I need to belong to talk to that USB port, which is hooked to my ICOM IC-7300, is a group called dial out. So let's do this. Sudo add user John, of course your name will be different, and then dial out. And it says I'm already a member of dial out. That's because I just fixed this right before I started recording this. So now what I need to do is reboot. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream off, and then I'll edit them together.
A few moments later.
So let's try that ID thing one more time. And lo and behold, the user John is now in the dial out group. Now let's try that WSJT thing again. And it's booting. And let's see what happens. You may hear my radio click. You didn't that time. But now it's green. And now it's not bothering me. You'll hear the radio click maybe. So the rig control is working now. I'm connected to my ICOM 7300. And right now all I have to do is wait for this to pull down some FT8, which should just take a second. There's almost always FT8 hitting out there, but there you go. So that's all there is to it. You have to add your user in Linux to the dial out group. Now a lot of distributions do this automatically. Apparently LinuxMint, which is kind of an offshoot of Ubuntu, they don't. So add your user to the dial out group and it will all work just fine.